inventory of everything that you're paying for and start thinking about ways you can turn it into revenue fast. And so I'm going to talk about that a little bit right here. Um, this is the mentality you need to have, right? So anything that you're paying for, you should be able to turn it into revenue. And you don't always have to necessarily kind of get into the guts of it. First and foremost, if you use it, look for the affiliate program, right? So anything that you're in, anything you're using, you know, if it's your autoresponder, if it's something you bought, if it's something you're buying, if it's something you're paying for monthly, look for the affiliate program, right? Whenever. And so you should be able to take that affiliate program, and then, you know, if there's one available, it's a very easy thing to say that, hey, I think this thing is cool. I use it myself, or I bought it myself. Here's what makes it cool. Do your video, put it on YouTube, and then share that video and put that affiliate link in there, right? Anything that you have that you purchased that has an affiliate program, you should always be thinking that way. In many cases, there's going to be a powered by link, right? I know in Wishlist Member, they've got powered by Wishlist Member, and they've got it so that all you've got to do is put your affiliate link in there, and then people who click on that powered by link, they will go and get, let's say, your membership platform, and they will then give you, they will then get you paid as an affiliate. Now, that what you have to do in order to kind of think this way is you can't be worried too much about saturation, and that is a worry. What you don't want to do sometimes is you kind of feel like, well, I don't want everybody to know what I use, and so sometimes you just have to kind of get away from that. And I'm not saying that's not even valid, but I'm saying, though, there's a point at which you cross the line and you say, even if somebody discovers that you're using something and they try to use it, you can always create more value for your customers. So let's say that, you know, you're using our PLR, and you decide, okay, well, I'm going to be an affiliate, right? And then you say, well, people are then going to know then that I use your PLR. Well, then that should not matter if what you're doing is every time you sell it, what you're doing is you're providing additional value, right? So again, you can always outvalue the other guy, and I can tell you this for a fact. When you do whatever affiliate marketing you do, if you're using it or you know how to use it, you can always provide more value. There's always a way that, you know, you can provide less bonuses sometime and more value. You can provide more specific value, but there's always a way to outvalue the other guy. So I would say this, so if you don't worry about that part of it, it's not going to hinder you. That's just my experience. So here's the standard pitch. And so sometimes when you start talking about turning your payments, you are talking about an affiliate strategy, but if you purchase something from somebody, one of the things that you can do to turn that purchase into more revenue is to partner with them, right? And again, this is something that it's a little bit of a different way of thinking. Look for ways in which you can partner with somebody that you have purchased something from. Now, in many cases, that's not going to work. And you might think, well, man, nobody's going to want to partner with me just because I purchased something. You got to be thinking not to have a pitch like everybody else's, right? In other words, you have to assume that everybody's going to write into that person, that man, that woman support desk, and they're going to look for a way that they can partner with that person just because they bought a product. Don't think that way, right? Don't think that way. Also, don't pitch things that you're about to do. If you say something like, I'm about to create a product, nothing that person can do with you. If you say something like, you know, I'm getting ready to do a summit, nothing anybody can do with that, right? Always pitch something that you've already completed and ready to go, right? So when you decide that somebody that you have, you're inside of their support, you're going to write them and you're going to go ahead and pitch them that you want to get them to do something with you, then what you've got to do is make sure it's going to be easy, right? It's got to be easy. Yeah, Diana, I will tell you, Diana, something I've done, right? So, and routinely do, right? So again, it is a it's almost like one of those mafia offers when you make somebody, if you've got something of value for them that they cannot refuse. Right now, you got to be when you do this, you go beyond just the standard offer, and you think about what can I offer, right? When you reach out to contact somebody, please do not do this. If you send a social media message or an email, chances are that person's not even going to see it. At minimum, make sure you use their support, right? But even then, right, even if you use their support, I want you to think differently when you do this. Think about what you can offer, right? Think about what you can offer. What can you bring to the table? Can you bring a bonus to the table for a launch they're doing or something that they're putting together? Can you give them contact with somebody, right? Can you put them in touch with them? Can you put them in touch with somebody whom, if they get that contact, they're going to be helped by it and they're going to be able to do more? Can you do that? Can you offer service to them? In other words, can you do something for them? Now, again, more often than not, somebody's not going to be able to use these things. But on the chance that people are going to say yes, it's probably going to be something that you offer that not everybody who just sends a social media message saying, hey, I'm really cool. I've got this really cool product. I want to do a launch. Will you promote it? If you do that, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get ignored. And it's nothing personal against you. I mean, if you kind of feel like, well, man, why don't they pay attention to me? They're just paying attention to all the big guys. It has nothing to do with that. On any given day, and I don't consider myself, a big, whatever, I must get 10 messages every day with somebody who wants to partner with me on something, and somebody who's got something really cool and they want me to promote something and all this stuff. And first of all, if you know me personally, you know that if you send me a message on Facebook, I might not see it for a week. I'm not even on Facebook, right? A whole lot. So if somebody sends me a messenger message, I might not even see it. And that's going to be the same with everybody. Right now, you got to be able to bring something to the table that's going to break through the noise and the clutter, right? And when you do this, please don't spoil it about what you need to get back, right? So when you put something in there about what you've got to, and again, I understand that everybody's here to make money, but I will tell you from experience, if it's all about what you can get back, you will ruin it, right? You'll ruin it. And more than likely, the person will get to that point in your message and just kind of ignore it. Because again, think about this. Think about the fact they've got 10 messages on that same day. You're going to get 10 more messages tomorrow. You're going to get 10 more messages the day after that about something somebody's got that's really cool, and they want you to partner with them, right? Now, you need to think about, now here's the real key to this, right? Here's the real key to this. Think about areas where you can give. Right now, if you're talking about just giving something generic, right? You're giving something generic, then look, that's not necessarily going to help me, because it's going to be like something else I can go get or something else somebody can give to me. How many of you all have backgrounds into something unique, right? A unique experience. At least one of you here, I know used to be in military. You can probably create something on leadership in your sleep. That's something that you can bring uniquely to the table. At least one of you here has a background in machinery, right? I'm looking at you. You can bring something unique to a situation. Another person, I see you, you're an engineer. All of you have these unique things, and you have this area of expertise. And when you start talking about bringing something to someone that's going to be, let's say, a bonus, you want to bring something that is uniquely you, right? And again, sometimes people are not going to be able to use it, but, right, the fact of the matter that you created it, and you created it out of who you are, means that you can bless somebody with something that you have that not everybody else has, right? So my question to you is, do you have a specialty or an area of expertise or something you did in your past? Do you have something? And the answer to that is yes. I don't have to know you. I know you have something. And some of you all looking, I know you do. And so if you don't have an area of specialty, you need to develop one, right? Develop one thing that you are cool in. Develop one thing that, it doesn't matter if everybody else is doing it, because if you can do it and you can do it well, and you can do it because you've got it in you, guess what? I can't run as fast as you can trying to catch you if you've done something for 10 years I haven't done. Well, I could try to catch you in that area. Even if you start from behind me, you're going to run past me in that area. You have to think like that. And so start developing, work through an inventory of something that you can deliver, specifically when it comes to information. Look through your inventory of experiences and start thinking of these ways that you can connect to the marketplace, that you can deliver something without effort, right? Without effort. Start developing that area of expertise and making those connections to the marketplace. I call this your information trade, right? Your info trade. And it's going to be the key to turning any payments you're making into revenue. If you will take your info trade, whatever that is, you can turn any payment into revenue, any payment, going just through what I've taught you in this session. Think about your info trade. What is your info trade? It may be something you're doing right now. Maybe you're becoming this expert on one particular part of software. If that's your info trade, if you will develop that info trade, you will then have the power to go to someone and to say, hey, you know what? Because you can't go to everybody with that. But every so often, you're going to see an opening. You're going to see an opportunity. Somebody's going to do a launch. Somebody's going to do something, and they're going to be huge. But you are going to be able to go to them and say, you know what? I can give you something that'll really help what you're trying to do. And it's going to be it's not going to be something that they can go get elsewhere. It's going to be an info trade. It's something that you developed, right? It's a piece of content that only you can deliver, that you're going to bring to the table. Here's how you want to think about that, right? Think of all the areas. Think of all the stuff. How many of you all know a plumber, right? Everybody on this call will trade a plumber anything if they'll take it, right? A plumber must have more junk in their house from people doing trades with them and barters with them. But look, a plumber has access to whatever they want, right? Because they're a tradeswoman or a tradesman. They have access to whatever they want. A plumber could come and get something from you, whatever they want. True or false? Probably true, right? If a plumber decides to come in your house and fix some stuff, or to do some stuff, or if you have a problem, if you're willing to trade with that plumber, you'll give them what they want. And that's the same way you take this idea of this unique info trade that you have. When you have it, an opportunity will come open. You just have to be there. You've got to be visible, and you've got to be consistent, and you've got to be developing that info trade, and you got to come to the forefront, and you got to be willing to deliver. You've got to be ready to bless somebody with what you have. And so as you develop that trade, if you will develop that trade, it will become your currency in this information age economy. It will be, right? But you must develop it, right? You've got to keep learning in it. You've got to keep reading in it. You have to keep practicing in it. You have to keep teaching it, right? And as you develop it, the more you teach it, I promise you, right? Now, hopefully you're doing your weekly workshop, right? If you're not doing your weekly workshop, you need to be doing that. But every time you do your weekly workshop, you know what needs to come in there some kind of way? Your info trade, right? It's got to come out. Now, you don't have to be better than anybody, right? All you got to do is be prolific. Remember that. It's not about you being better with somebody, because when you have it, when you got it, when you really got it, there was a time when, as a PLR creator, I really did worry about other people who created PLR. And I used to think, well, man, they're going to take all the customers, and, they're launching again. How could they do that? And they don't want to promote me. And then, what I started really thinking about, I said, I'm just going to double down on what I know how to do, right? I'm just going to double down on what I know how to do. And I know how to figure stuff out and teach it on video. And so I'm just going to double down on that. And so basically, every time it will always make room for me. right? It has always made room for me. And if you will double down on whatever your trade is, whatever you know how to do, be prolific. You don't have to be the best. You have to be prolific. You got to keep coming back over and over and over and over and over again. You got to keep, and you got to get out there. You got to keep teaching, and you got to keep letting people know who you are, right? And you let them know by teaching, right? And again, I don't want to beat a dead horse on the weekly workshop, but if you're not doing it, you need to be doing it right now. Any questions? Any questions? If you want to know more about how to use your PLR, make sure you got our free PLR Academy. You can check us out at theplrshow.com. Make sure you get your name and email address in there, and then you will be getting access to our daily newsletter where we talk about PLR every single day. Excuse me, our current PLR offer is the PLRshow.com. SYRD, that's StreamYard PLR videos. If you are an Ultimate Insider, please do not get this. Right? If you're an Ultimate Insider, it's already available to you. So again, I mean, if you haven't checked the member area as an Ultimate Insider, it's already there for you. But again, if you're not an Ultimate Insider, you can get our current PLR offer at theplrshow.com/SYRD StreamYard. That's a great subject for you to go out and start teaching people. We are doing, for those of you who are not doing your weekly workshop, I'm here to help. And I'm going to be adding content on a monthly basis so that you'll be able to go and do your workshop. And you can get that content at plrshow.com/PSBF. And it is basically a way of your being able to do your weekly workshop. Now, I've been talking about a contest application, and I've done a demo. You can go check it out. And in fact, I'm going to put a URL here in the chat box. Oh, you're welcome, Evelyn. I'm glad that's useful for you. One thing I will tell you is that there is a bundle, and I don't know if they have made it available on that page, but I'm going to put it here. And there is a bundle here. And okay, so I've got a question here. Let me put this here. Let's see. App. Okay, yes. So my questions, my thoughts on Complete Up. What I will say about Complete Up is this. Let me show you something. And let's kind of take a look here. Here's the one that I am using, right? It's called Up Viral. And I will show you. Okay, so first and foremost, I think everybody's got to be using this, right? So the question of whether or not to use one, I think it is, you should be leveraging the traffic that you have. And the way that you leverage the traffic that you have is to use this. Now, you may have to be clever. I think you should be clever. I don't think you should copy anybody, but this is the one that I have. And let's see, I think that it costs, let's see, monthly, it is $49 a month. Right now, I think I might pay less than that, but it's $49 a month. It's got a $1 trial, but this is the one that is the market standard. And so what the app does, and you know, I won't go inside of mine, but what I will say is that the person doing and creating the app for Complete Up, he knows engagement, right? Okay, so Ray is an HVAC contractor. Okay, great. So Ray, are you looking for more HVAC contracting business? So your question is, can you use a contest app for an HVAC contractor business, for your HVAC contractor business? Yeah. So while Ray answers, what we're trying to do here is when somebody comes to our site, we are saying to them that we will give them some kind of incentive if they will share a page with a page of incentives. And so basically what you're doing is you're working with your people and you're saying to you, You're saying to your people, hey, if you will share this with my message with a special discount with your friends, then what I will do is I will give you a discount and I will give you something super cool. But all I want you to do is I want you to verify that you will share this on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, so on and so forth. And so you go into the contest app and you create the message for them so that all they've got to do is push a button to share the message, right? So that's what that's what UpViral does. But UpViral costs me if it costs me $35 a month. I think it's gone up to $49. Complete app is a one-time price. Now, the other thing about that is, and so I would say about, and let me just kind of, I guess I'll turn on my camera, right? I'll turn on my camera here. Okay, so the other thing about Complete app is that, again, Chad's going to be doing a training and he's good at engagement, right? And so I'm going to probably attend the training just so I can learn how to use it, because I might use his training for UpViral, which I'm still paying for monthly. And so when it comes to, let's say, your HV contractor business, Ray, here's how I would see using it. And I think Chad's going to cover some things in the training. And in fact, they've got a case study there on the link that I put there in the box. You would basically say to the people that are come in contact with your website that if you will share this page, I will give you, and you have to make it some kind of incentive that would really entice them to share. I don't know what that would be. I mean, obviously you wouldn't be giving people 20% off. You may give them 20% off on, tuning up their air conditioner. And I think you know your numbers best. So you'd have to work that out with your numbers so that it would be worth it to give them an incentive to share. Right? That's how I would use it. And the thing is that there are all these places where you could put it where people are going to see it. People opt in. People come to your page. You can put it in a pop-up. And so basically every place where they're going to see your stuff, you want to make sure that is on the back of your business card. You can do it so that, any place where you have a paper or a straight up advertisement, you would want to have, a photo of, you would have people scan a QR code and have their phone take them to your share page, right? So that's exactly, that would be perfect, Ray. So basically there are lots of ways to do it. When you do it, I would really encourage you to watch that case study that Chad does on the sales page, and then do make sure you attend the training inside of the product. Because again, this is something that he's good at, and he's been extremely successful using engagement, right, on how to do that. And so really and truly, if you just got the front end just to learn that, I would really feel comfortable telling you, in my professional opinion, him showing you how to do that is worth the front end, even if you don't use the software. And so that's one of the reasons why I'm comfortable with this. I'm really picky now these days about what I will promote. I do not promote every software that comes down the pike. Those of you who know me, you know that's true. There are everybody and their mother contacts me about software. And I almost said no to these guys because I actually use UpViral. But what I will tell you is that the person that put it together and who's doing the training in here, they will show you some ways to use a contest application that I don't think you can learn anyplace else at this time at that price, right? Very advanced training. very effective training. And I think he sort of knows how to reach the people who are sort of in our mindset, right? So yeah, so there's some really cool things. Now, if you are an information marketer, I would encourage you to look at the white label version. And that's going to be that link that I put in there where the bundle is, because the bundle is one where you can use it as an agency and you can use it to sell licenses. So let's say, I mean, it's pricey. Okay. So you pay the $297. Once you show people how to use it, you can either sell them a license, which you can keep them on a membership with, or you can create the service for them. Right now, again, that might not be your bag. I wouldn't do that because again, that's not in my rhythm. So I'm not telling you to go out and do something that's not in your rhythm. That's not my rhythm to do. If somebody approached me about that, I might do that for them, but I'm generally not. That my rhythm is creating videos, so I wouldn't do that. So Pat's question is this Chad El Jazeera? No, Chad Nicely. Pat, it's Chad Nicely. Right, Chad Nicely. Chad El Jazeera is a cool dude. Right now, you know, Chad's a cool dude. This is not his, but I really dig, and I'm like a Chad fan. So I like Chad. Both Chads, Chad Nicely and Chad El Jazeera. Now, so yeah, so good question. Any other questions about Complete App or anything else? Any other questions? Okay, so you can get the contest app. I have a demo that you can take a look at, and then I guess the bundle is there. I just put the link in the chat with the with where you can watch the webinar from yesterday, right? If you want to see that. Let's see. Okay, and so again, I really think that over and above everything else, you should join us as an Ultimate Insider. That's where we're helping you to position yourself as an educator, right? And that's something that anybody can do. Not everybody even wants to be a guru, right? You may not want to be a guru, right? I don't want to be a guru, but I do want to position myself as an educator in my market or niche. Whatever one I enter, I want to position myself as an educator, and we can help you to do that too. And that's what we do at the Ultimate Insider. Yes, you get one PLR, our PLR funnels every month, but it's a lot more than that, right? And so make sure you do that. PLRshow.com/insider training. If this has helped you in any way, right? If you've been helped today, it's your first time with us, and you like what you heard, please do us a favor. Go over to the PLRshow.com/shout, and you can give us a shout out there. And then then other people will know that we're helping them. We'll put it on our sales pages and all the other things, right? Make sure you put your website in there. So we'll, you'll get some promotion too. But yeah, just go over to the PLRshow.com/shout, right? And if you want to find out more about Searchy, I've talked about Searchy today. You can find that at the PLRshow.com/Searchy. Right? Okay, everybody. Well, thank you very much for being here. Appreciate you all being out here. Have a great night, great weekend, and a pleasant tomorrow. Take care.